Okay guys, so hello, and I just wanted to do a quick introduction, and this is actually me after I finished the sculpt that that this tutorial will be about. And here is the final results, and you can follow my process, and I explain almost everything that I did, but I of course will be forgetting some stuff when I'm sculpting, but I tried to explain everything that I did. I hope that you understand the basic tools, and you'll see me changing from brush to brush by using shortcuts, but you can see what is my current brush here, and I will also say it when I will change. So yeah, this is the final result. You can take a look, and we can actually go and start the tutorial. But first, this will be split into 4 parts because it took me more than an hour. It's like more than 1.5 hour, but you'll get something like this. And I think that this is really cool. Like you should do it. So goodbye guys, enjoy the new course, and see you at the end, and I hope you can show me the results so you can send it to me. So keep sculpting, and goodbye. Okay guys, so welcome to video tutorial, and in this tutorial I will show you how to sculpt a face, and this will be a very simple face, and this is the continuation of sculpting fundamentals. And yeah, this is more practical side, and finally we can sculpt something cool looking. Okay, so let's start with the new file. So you have a cube, and I always subdivide it 2 times. So I click Ctrl 2 to subdivide it 2 times, and then I go to modifiers, and I just apply the subdivision surface modifier. And now I go to sculpting panel, you should have it here, and I just use the grab brush to grab the shape, to shape the shape of the head. So I have a reference on my second screen, and I will try to follow this head shape, but also I'll try to make it more unique. Okay, so I just pull out the shapes to be something like this. Maybe I can make his chin more narrower, and also here to be more squarish. And now let's go to the side view. Let's look how it looks from the side. We have to pull out the brain more to the back because it's typically more to the back. And yeah, I think this is okay. And let's see, we can move the forehead more to the front, and we can leave it like this for now. And this is the basic shape of our head, so here it is. And let's save it. Let's call it face tutorial. Never mind. And now after you've done this part, we can enable line topo, and I always change the detailing method to constant detail, so I have the constant detail. So I first use the picker to define what the resolution is now, and then I change to detail that is not too high but not too low. I change to 10. Let's see how it looks, and I think 10 is okay, as you can see. And make sure to have symmetry on, but it's on default enabled. Okay, so let's now define the eye area. So eye should be like somewhere in the middle of your head, because the big part of your head is the skull. Like half of your head is the skull, but it's covered by the hair. So, and that's why you can't see it. Okay, so I will just use the control. So inverse of the clay strip, Sculpt brush to take out the geometry of the eye. Okay, so now we have the basic placement of the eye. So this is correct, this is good. And also I want to make the nose. So let's first delete the geometry here so we can make the space for the nose, then we will add it. And also let's delete the geometry under the eye because it's not that sharp. This will be more narrow, smooth. And now we can actually add a nose. So I will just use the clay strip brush and paint it a few times on the nose. And let's see how it looks from the sides. It's okay. And I think I will change to Sculpt Draw brush, so with the X button, so it will be easier for me to sculpt it. Okay, now we can use the grab brush to define it even more, so I can pull it more to the back, this side, and also pull this more towards the head because it's usually like there's like this space should be more inside the head, so just pull it more to the head. And let's see, I think this is like basically the good shape. Maybe we can change it here a bit. And here we have the nose and the eyes. So what else? The mouth. Mouth should be somewhere in the middle between the nose and the end of the chin, but I think I will make his chin a little bigger. So I will use the grab brush to drag down the chin, so I have more space for the mouth. And also from the side I want to pull this more to the front because the chin is not that backward. Okay, and now we can use the crease brush to define where the lips should be. So I will just make a crease here, and now we can basically see where the lips should be. And they should be somewhere in the middle, but more towards the nose. And give me guys a second. Okay, so now let's move on. First, we can make these corners. So at the end of the mouth you have this corner where the mouth ends. And also let's go to the side view and we can pull the corners more to back because they tend to go back. Okay, and here we have the basic placement. So as you can see, we can adjust it even more. So let's change to clay strip brush, and your skull, it basically has an indent here somewhere, so we'll mark it. So you can just look up the references of the skull, but basically you have this indent somewhere around here. Yeah, so let's make this hole, and we can smooth this out by holding shift. And yeah, that is okay. Let's add the eyebrow muscles. So let's paint it a few times here. So we have the eyebrows, and let's move it out. We can add also the ear and the neck. So first, let's paint it here so we add more detail. And now we can use the mask tool to mask this area where we want to pull out our neck from. And let's click Ctrl I to inverse the mask and change to snake hook brush and just pull it down. And you can see that from the side it looks okay, and now we can adjust it from the front to make it look even better. So here I will pull out this part more to the side so it's not that narrow, and yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. And now we can click Alt M to unhide the mask. So we have the neck and the head, and we can make also the transition between the neck and the head better. So here we can add some more muscles. I'll just draw it down and smooth it out. We have the better transition. And let's use the Sculpt Draw brush to draw the Adam's apple. I think it's called like that, Adam's apple. And let's use the crease brush to make it more narrow. Okay, this is the basic shape. Let's smooth it out, and we will adjust it later even more. So as you can see now, he looks a little bit weird. So we can pull the neck more to the back, like this, and the mouth more to the front. Okay, and now let's save the file first. Okay, and this is the stage where we can add the eye. So go back to object mode and just add the UV sphere. So Shift A at the UV sphere, and we first have to shade it smooth. So let's shade it smooth by right clicking on it and click shade smooth. And also we want to add the mirror modifier to have them both on each side. So click the picker to select the mirror object, and let's scale this down. Let's move it more to the front. Again, let's scale it down. You see, and somewhere here is okay. Yeah, somewhere here is okay. Yeah, he looks very weird right now, but we can change it. And go back to sculpt mode, and let's re-enable line topo here because it's always turning off. And we can make this area even more depth by using the crease brush and just creasing it here, so we can add more space for the eye, and also here on the sides, so we can make the space for the eye. Okay, it's looking okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. And also, let's see, we can move this eye more back, so just move it more to the back. And let's go back to edit mode, not to sculpt mode, and do the same thing again. And let's use the crease brush to define where the nose are. The nose is somewhere here. And let's use the sculpt draw to make the holes. So I just use the inverse sculpt brush and make the hole. Now I change to grab brush and move this more to the middle, so his nose will be slimmer, as you can see, and these side things I will pull out more to the right, so it will look more sphere-ish. Let's see, it's okay. Maybe this is not good. This part we have to use the crease brush to make it go to inside. Yeah, something like this is okay for now. And let's smooth this part out. And also the chin area, let's smooth it out. Okay, let's move the mouth a little bit up. And now we can add the eyelids. So I change to sculpt draw brush and just draw the eyelids so they go out. And I do the same thing but from the bottom. now he looks awful, but here we have the basic eyelids. And now let's use the shift smoothing, so we can smooth this out and also this out, because it looks awful. So we have the basic face and basic eyelids. I know it looks awful, guys, but bear with me for now, because we are still in the low detail. And here we have this weird thing, weird muscles, and we can delete them by holding the control in the clay strip. So we can delete them, and now he looks better. And we can add the cheekbones muscles. So let's smooth this part a bit, and cheekbones are around here. So just use the clay strip to draw the cheekbone muscles. And I will just use it and draw it out. Not too big, and this is okay. And I think his lips are too big, but we can change it later. And let's use the crease brush to crease the area under the eye. So here you have the basic crease, and also from the nose you have the crease that is coming to the mouth. And remember that this is very rough for now, and that's why he looks so ugly, but when we'll add detail it will look better. So let's move it more to the right. The part from behind, let's move it more to the right. And let's see from the side, maybe we can move this more to the back, and this more also to the back, so like this, something like this. And let me check the perspective, because you always have to look from both views, so from perspective view and side view. And yeah, I think we will end here, and in the next part we will add more details. So this is the basic shapes, and the next one we will go more into the detail. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.